use joystick or axis C.
Decimal 65 Airbus 320. Goodbye. Boston Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is passing 1,800 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 Boston Center altimeter 29.65 radar contact, continue. Airbus 320 contact Boston Center on 132.65. Good day.
132.65 Airbus 320. Goodbye. Boston Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is passing 3,700 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 Boston Center altimeter 29.65 radar contact, continue.
Boston Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 requests destination change to Albany.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 is cleared to Albany Airport as filed. Squawk 0227.
Overspeed.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 cleared to Albany Airport as filed. Squawk 0227.
Airbus 320 readback correct. Radar contact 4,800 feet. Altimeter 29.64, turn right heading 330, resume on navigation climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Turn right heading 330, proceed on course climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Airbus 320.
Overspeed.
Airbus 320, you are 58 miles southeast. Maintain present heading and altitude, expect ILS runway 1 approach via Zero transition. Cleared to Zero.
Maintain present heading and altitude, expect ILS runway 1 approach via Zero transition, clear to Zero Airbus 320.
You are 58 miles southeast. On approach, follow instructions to enter the traffic pattern at the arrival airport. For extra guidance, use the flight assistant panel in the toolbar menu or ask ATC for directions.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet Airbus 320.
Airbus 320 descend and maintain 2,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,700 feet Airbus 320.
$2,500.
Airbus 320, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,700 feet altimeter 29.63.
Climb and maintain 2,700 feet Airbus 320.
Airbus 320 contact approach on 132.825. Good day.
/ADF.
132.825 Airbus 320.
Click to lock.
Goodbye.
Flaps left.
Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 2,900 feet.
Left click to lock.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 approach altimeter 29.62 radar contact. Continue to zero.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
/ADF.
Overspeed.
Hold left click to lock.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Pitch trim.
Overspeed.
Flaps left.
Overspeed.
Hold left click to lock.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Airbus 320, you are 1,200 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,700 feet altimeter 29.61.
Climb and maintain 2,700 feet Airbus 320.
climb and maintain 2,600 feet.
Climb and maintain 2,600 feet Airbus 320.
Flaps lever. Hold left, rudder trim. Hold left click to lock.
Airbus tree 20, you are 13 miles south of Albany. Contact Albany Tower on 119.5 when inbound.
Tower on 119.5 Airbus 320. Albany Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 2 miles south inbound ILS runway 1 approach.
2 steps.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray tree 20 Albany Tower. Altimeter 29.58 wind 16 tree at 7. Cleared ILS runway 1 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 1 approach Airbus 320.
Assisted landing. This assistance option will make minor corrections to throttle and pitch angle during final approach. It also manages flaps and landing gear for applicable aircraft. To deactivate this feature, press joystick button 12 to access the assistance options menu and edit the piloting section.
$2,500.
Airbus tree 20 wind 16 tree at 7. Cleared to land runway 1.
Cleared to land runway 1 Airbus 320.
400. 300. 200. 40. 5.
Airbus tree 20 contact ground on 121.7.
Calibration, press joystick button 10.
121.7 Airbus tree 20. Goodbye.
Speed brakes. Hold left click. Flaps left. Isoline map. On. New sub-objective. Tune ATC radio to ground and request taxi clearance. 1. Tune Albany. 2. Request taxi
Albany ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to the gate.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 taxi to gate 6 Alpha via taxiway Bravo Alpha cross runway 28 Alpha Charlie.
Taxiing to gate 6 Alpha using taxiway Bravo Alpha cross runway 28 Alpha Charlie Airbus tree 20.
3. Ground. 3. 4. 5.
Albany ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20, the jetway is going to be connected.
Airbus ASX 320 the 1.
Albany ground Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20. Could you please send a fuel truck?
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20, a fuel truck is on the road.
Safety master caution. Parking brake engaged. To disengage parking brake, press joystick button A.